Hello, this is Matt Campbell, and I'm going to do a quick demo of an Egui example application, specifically the Hello World example with AccessKit on Windows. So let me Alt-Tab into the application.
My Egui app window.
By the way, this is with the narrator screen reader. I'm sharing my whole screen despite the small size of the window because that's the only way to pick up the narrator highlight cursor. So the focus is initially in the window because that's what Egui does by default when the application starts up, but now I can start tabbing.
Your name, edit, Arthur.
Here we have an edit control, and this is the one area where the Windows AccessKit adapter is currently significantly ahead of the Mac one, but I plan to rectify that within the next week or so. So now I can start moving around this edit box. I'll go to the start of the line with home.
Cap A.
Arrow right a couple of times.
R. T.
Let's go to the end of the line.
End of line.
I'll select it with Shift Home.
Arthur selected.
Delete it.
Selection deleted.
By the way, this feature in AccessKit and the Egui integration also works with multi-line edits. Now I'll enter my own name.
Cap A. T. T.
Sorry, I went a little too fast. That was a Cap M. Now I can read the line again with narrator key plus up arrow.
Matt.
And now I'm going to do something a little bit more advanced. I will use a narrator command to move the narrator cursor, a character to the left.
T.
Do it again.
T.
And now, to show that the application caret is successfully being synced with the narrator cursor, I will press the left arrow, which goes straight through the application.
A.
And the most significant, the most significant thing about this is that for Braille display users, your cursor routing keys will work. So now I'll tab again.
H. Slider. 35%.
And as narrator always does, it announces the slider as a percentage. I can use the right arrow to adjust it.
36. 37.
Let's tab again.
H. Spinner. 44. Minimum 0 and maximum 120.
Now you know what those percentages were relative to. I'm going to down arrow a couple of times.
43, 42, 42.
And yes, narrator said 42 twice. I don't think there's anything to be done about that in AccessKit. AccessKit is firing all the events that it's supposed to, and the screen reader does with that what it will. Anyway, as is typical for spinner or spin button controls on Windows, this control is both one that you can increment with the up and down arrow keys and also an edit control. So I can start navigating it as an edit control again. I can press home.
4.
Arrow right.
2. End of line.
And if I wanted to, I could also actually edit the value. I'm going to press tab again.
Click each year button.
And before I press that button, I'm going to use narrator object navigation to go one item forward to something that's not focusable.
Hello, Matt, age 42.
That does, in fact, happen to be my age. So I'll go backwards an item.
Click each year button.
And if I can click that button with spacebar, or I can use a narrator command to click it programmatically using in this case, the UI automation invoke pattern. So I can do narrator key plus enter. And nothing happens at the moment audibly when you do that. If I go forward again.
Hello, Matt, age 43.
And currently, that is not automatically announced because I'm still thinking about the best way to do that. AccessKit on Windows does support live regions, which is a concept you may be familiar with from the ARIA web standard. The trouble is, if I made that static text a live region without doing anything more sophisticated, then the live region would also fire off notifications whenever you manipulate the edit, control, the slider, or the spinner, and that would be very annoying. So what I'm thinking about doing is having some way to indicate that those three controls I just mentioned affect the live region, so that the live region event would only be fired if there wasn't also an event from one of those other controls. But I don't have that in there just yet. So yes, even this simple demo isn't quite perfect yet, but I'd say that this is a good progress. So um, again, that's a quick overview of Egui with AccessKit on Windows. Hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching.